Okay, YouTube, this is going to be just a fast video. This morning, I had to upload a different video to replace one that apparently didn't work on when I uploaded it twice. So I wasn't able to respond to this morning. This is an unsolicited response to Eric Hussein, and I hope I'm pronouncing that last name correctly, who did a video as a response to somebody I've never heard of about the three knives that you would carry in an apocalypse. The scenario, I guess, being that the government's come in and they've used draconian measures to seize all weapons, and all you can do is pick three knives, and that's it. So, ideally, you're going to need a camp knife, a hunting knife, to process food, and something to defend yourself with. And when I saw it this morning, I was originally going to have, I'm just going to make this quick. My first knife was going to be this, which is a Russell Green River camp knife. It's a butcher knife. This is a great knife. I've had this for years, and if you ever have $15 or $20 to spend, you can do a lot worse than to buy one of these. I've had that for a very, very, very long time. But I decided I wasn't going to pick that one. Instead, I decided I was going to pick this one. Now, this is a tactical ski and do. This is so old. This dates back to when these black rubbery kind of handles were fairly new, and a tactical knife meant you had a sawback Bowie knife that was, on a very short tang that you kind of bolted into a hollow tube of a handle and stuck some matches in there and said it was a survival knife. So this thing is extremely small, extremely light, extremely agile. I've also used this one camping a lot. You can use the points. You got a nice fine point for drilling holes in the wood. I've used this for knocking arrows, all sorts of things. This is a great utility knife. So that's going to be my number one pick. My number two pick is a hunting knife. Not just any hunting knife. This beast used to belong to my brother. And when he died, it was gifted to me by his wife. This beast of a blade will handle damn near anything you throw at it. The handle was made out of solid bronze. And my brother had met up with an artist in Scotland, and he had told the guy he wanted a bronze handle. And when he visited him, the guy handed him a thing of wax, said, "Here, grab onto this like you're grabbing onto a knife." And that's what the casting for the handle was made out of. And this is solid bronze. And the casting is so good, and you're probably not going to see this in the video, but right here you can still see my brother's fingerprints. And it fits my hand perfectly. So with this knife, I've got a great utility knife for hunting and a nice hammer. You can see on the end here, probably, if I can find out which side the damn camera's on here. I don't know if you can see this or not, but the end's got all sorts of stuff on it from being beat up against bone and concrete and stone. And that'll certainly do a number on somebody's head. And my brother owned this knife for most of his adult life. And I don't think it's going to break anytime soon either. The last one is kind of a work in progress because I can only choose one knife for self-defense, and that would be this one. Let me get way over here. This one also has a little bit of a story behind it. Back when I was working at the Renaissance Festival, a friend of mine was living on a farm, and he found this blade in the back field. Had no idea what the hell it was. And it looks like it's off some kind of farm equipment, and I because there's an attached kind of a groove here and a groove here, like it locks into place, and it looks, a little hole where it might be bolted onto a piece of equipment. And I believe that this was some kind of blade for brush cutting. And he threw on this handle. When it came to me, the front end kind of came forward and hooked down just a little bit. And this thing sat in a closet for years and years and years, and I never messed with it because of this handle. It was just a ridiculous handle. But last winter I took this thing out, and my winter project was to clean it up. And this winter my project is to put a better handle on it. But if the apocalypse came in the next 15 minutes, I could always knock that off with my hunting knife and wrap it with paracord and call it done. This is tool steel, and this is the toughest fucking knife I've ever seen. I would put this up against any Tanto you can buy. So those are my 3 picks. I don't have anybody to tag. I don't know if I'm supposed to tag anybody, so I'm just going to throw this up there. I'm probably going to tag you, Eric, for putting me on to this. And that's it. Thanks a lot, YouTube. I got to go. I've got a crazy schedule for the next couple of days before I do my next sword care video. So have a great one.